Hello students, I welcome you all again in series of CNC programming. Now this time a workpiece or a blank of 50 mm by 50 mm is given and we have to write a program to convert it into this shape. So the maximum diameter is 50 mm, this is 40 and this is 20. So to begin with, first 8 steps which are common to all the programs, we are going to write them first. So first I am going to specify the program number, then I'll write G90 that represents absolute programming. After that it's G71 which represents metric mode. Then it's G92 along with M42 and spindle speed of 1500 RPM. G92 represents maximum spindle speed clamp. M42 is medium select gear and S1500 is the spindle speed in RPM. Then it's G94 which represents the feed rate in mm per minute. Then it's G28U0W0 which represents return of tool to home position. Then M06 with T0101. M06 represents automatic tool change and T01 is the first number tool to start with and 01 is the offset distance. Then it's M03 that is spindle on along with 1500 RPM. Then it's M08 that's coolant on. Now I have to specify the initial point of the tool. So to begin with I will specify, since the maximum diameter is 50, I will specify the initial position as this one. That's G00, X is 52 and Z is 1. Now maximum material is to be removed. The maximum diameter is 50, I have to bring it to 40. For that I am going to use the code G73. Now in this program it has been mentioned that we have to perform first rough turning and then finishing operation. So at the beginning itself I am not going to turn the diameter of 50 to 40. First I will make it 42 and then I will reduce it to 40. For that I will use G73, X43 or I can take it as 42 also, X42 and Z would be minus 38. Now if you observe carefully, here you have a fillet of radius 2 mm. That is the reason I am not taking my tool up till this point, but I am taking my tool up till this point, up till here, because I have to leave this fillet, leave this portion for fillet. So from this point I am moving to the left by 38. That's the reason I have specified Z as minus 38. Along with that, I am going to specify the feed and spindle speed as well. Now, once I have come up till here, I will take my tool back over here. So, it would be G00, X42 and Z would be 1. After that, I will take my tool down as I have to remove more 2 mm material. So G73, now X I take it as 40 and Z I take it as minus 38. Now I have reached up till point this. Now I have to make this fillet. Now if you observe carefully, in order to make this fillet, I have to go clockwise and the code for clockwise interpolation is G02. And I have to specify the coordinates of the end point of the arc, that is this point, that's X44 and Z would be, I have reached up till here, so Z would be minus 40. Along with that, I am going to specify I and K also. So my I would be 2 and K would be 0. So I am done with this fillet. After completing the fillet, I will take my tool out with the code G00, X is 46 and Z is 1. So I am somewhere here. After that I will take my tool down, that's G00, X is 40 and Z is 1. Now this much material has been removed. Now I have to consider this part. So in order to consider this part, I have to take my tool here and I'm going to use the code G73 since I have to remove this material. So to begin with, I have to use the code G73, and as we have done over here, first we reduced it to 542 and then to 540. Same way here also we will be reducing this to 522 and then up to 520. So it would be x22 and z would be minus 10. I have to come up till here only. Since this is the slant portion, so I have to keep material over here. Then again I will take my tool out. So G00, x would be 22, z would be 1. And then I will take G73, x 20 and z would be minus 10. So I have come up till here. Now this portion is left. So from this point I have to move to this point. So that would be linear interpolation. So G01 and I have to specify the coordinates of the end point. So the coordinates of this point is x 40 and z would be minus 20. Once this is done, I'll take my tool out. So it would be G00, x 42, z 1. Now I have to make this fillet over here. This circular shape is to be done. For that, I have to take the code G00, x 16 and z 0. Now since the radius of this fillet is 2 mm, so I have to place my tool somewhere over here. So it's G00, x 16 and z 0. Now if you observe carefully, to make this shape, the rotation is anti-clockwise, and for anti-clockwise rotation I have to use the code G03. X would be 20 because I will be specifying the coordinates of the end point of the arc. So the coordinate of this point, it would be x 20 and z would be minus 2 as I am to the left. Along with that, I will take I00 and my k would be minus 2. Now once this arc is done, I have to take my tool out. So for that the code would be G00, x22, z1. After that, G00, x0, z1 over here. And after that, the last 6 steps, that is take the tool to home position. So it would be G28, U0, W0. So I write G28, U0, W0, that is the return of tool to the home position. Then I off the spindle, that's M05. Then I off the coolant, that's M09. Then I end the program, that's M02. And lastly, I end the tape, that's M30. Thank you so much for watching this video.